Hi guys, and welcome to Extra Shot. So this bonus video is all about my thought process in adjusting my grind from the video that I've just made of how to dial in for Home Barista Beginners. So let's have a look. Got some B-roll, got some outtakes, and we'll have some real talk about double espresso and dialing in. Okay, so one thing that I make sure before I start any videos is that my group handle is clean. And clean inside here, but not only that, I'll just grab a knife out the drawer actually and show you. Just use the knife to pop the portafilter out, or the basket out. There we go. And you can see I've used it a few times, a bit mucky underneath, so we're going to give that a clean. A bit mucky inside, so we're going to give that a clean. And what I'm going to do this time is just give it a rinse and then a dry, because I want to use it. But if I was going to clean it properly, what I'd probably do is just get a tub and the cleaning tablet that you normally use for flushing the machine out. I'll just pop a tub of water and pop these in. I don't leave them any more than say 15 minutes, and just to soak, and then rinse them off and leave them to dry, and they're good to go. Okay, I'll give them a quick dry. I don't use any chemicals on these or anything like that. Okay. And then pop that back. Let's give that a wipe off. And of course I adjusted down, but I thought 11.8 seconds was probably better. Let's just weigh it. We'll give it a go. I'll talk through my process. Here we go. Tamping. Many people may not know the importance of tamping, but you know, that consistency really makes a massive difference. The only time you should adjust your tamp is if you were making a quick coffee in the morning, it's running a little bit slow, you think it's not going to taste very good. Sometimes if I thought it was running a little bit slow, maybe the beans in the hopper are a couple of days old, I would probably tamp a little bit lighter, and in doing so what I'm doing is I'm letting more water flush through, so then I don't end up over extracted. Okay, good tamp, nice and clean. Let's get it on the machine and extract a double espresso. So because I've just used it a few times as well, it's nice and warm now, but what I would normally do before I start making any videos is just switch the machine on and just let it warm up, so it's nice and warm in there. Water's already getting nice and warm. Okay, scales, and honestly I do this every time. I use my scales every time, and I use program function, double shot and timer at the same time every single time. I'm watching for pressure every time. I'm watching my timer and my grams. You can see good pressure, see good colour, nice flow. I'm watching that timer because I want to hit that off at the right time. "28 seconds. Ooh, 36.7. So maybe if I knocked it off a little bit earlier, I wouldn't have overrun by half a second. Let's have a look and see what this is like, because it looks really good to me. It's probably better than the one we did on the video just before. Okay, look at that for a double espresso. How good's that? You can see it's sticking around the side. Beautiful. Great as it is on its own with a glass of water, or Americano or flat white, or whatever you want to make with a double espresso, cafe latte. Yeah, perfect. Let's give it a taste test. Yeah, that's really hit the spot. Yeah, much better. I can't drink too much of that because I've already had 2 already. That would be my 3rd. I don't need that in my system right now, especially with the weather being warmer. I'm starting to dehydrate, blah, 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 blah. I think decision-making process before I make adjustments on the grinder is one when I put new beans in, I have a look and see what they're like. So if I showed before, I'll grab a handful of these. So these are Brazilian Santos medium roast. So because they're a medium roast, I knew that if I put it on grind size 6, I'd either hit first time or I'd need to adjust because it would be running a little bit too fast. So I suppose if you had something that's really fresh bean and you're a grind size 6 on a medium roast, you'd probably be hitting around about right first time without making adjustment. If you were hitting 18 grams in, 36 out, you'd have something that tasted kind of in the right ballpark and maybe a little tiny adjustment. If they're slightly older, and these probably have them for a few more weeks than I would probably prefer, and that would mean that they ran better on a grind size 5. So for demonstration purposes, I ran it a little bit quick, but the thought process that was in my mind at the time is that I know that if it was a medium roast on kind of a standard bean, not an expensive bean, Brazilian bean, then grind size 5 or 6 would be spot on. And I also knew that around about 12 seconds was about right. So that was my thought process behind adjusting the settings on the grinder for the new beans that I put in for the video that I've just done. And then obviously considerations then is popped it onto the machine. I overran the shot. However, I didn't realize at the time, because I was looking at so many things at once, was that not only did I overrun the shot, but the reason that the shot overran is because it was running too fast. And on my second adjustment, I realized then that it was running too fast, and I was able to slow it down from a 6 to a 5, adjust my grind amount so that I was hitting 18 grams, size 5, 18 grams gave me the double espresso. But actually it was 18.2, wasn't it, or 18.3, and I adjusted it down again to 11.8 seconds. And knowing that the one that we were going to do now, which we've just done on the bonus video, was going to be hitting bang on, and that's worked absolutely perfectly. So that's my thought process behind it. I'm thinking about the beans. Have I used these beans before? If I've used these beans before, how did they perform last time? And I'm using that information and that knowledge to then set the grinder in the right way. If I've got a Jamaican Blue Mountain medium roast, I also know that that runs completely different, and I'd need to have set it on a grind size 3 to get it perfect. But if I put it purposely on a 4 for demonstration purposes, excuse me. So if you like a smooth flavour in bean, then I would definitely try the Jamaican Blue Mountain, but you'll need to start it on a grind size 3 because it runs way too fast otherwise. But yeah, that's my thought process behind it. We created a wonderful espresso. Keep your workflow and your knowledge. Make notes if you need to make notes. I made notes at first when I started out in this industry 9 years ago, and it's just to remind yourself of what are my grind settings today. What did I start out with? What did I adjust? And what were the results? And if you keep just a note, you'll know. If you didn't make a coffee for 2 or 3 days and then you do it again and you go, oh, it's running a bit fast or it's running a bit slow, depending on what's happened to the beans in that time, you'll be able to make an adjustment, and then you'll start to grow that knowledge about the beans and how they react over time and how to best place them. So the next time you buy some more beans, you pop it in, you can say, oh, actually, when they were brand new and I put them in my hopper, this was what was right. And I can put those settings on my grinder and I'll be 90% in, if not completely in, on that first go, which is great. So it saves you from wasting a lot of beans trying to get it right once you keep a record of that knowledge. I've got that PDF attached here. You can download it, and also a PDF about dialing. So have a look at both of those, download them, print them, use them if you want to. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for joining Patreon. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, guys. Yeah, beautiful. I'll give it a little bit of a